Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Game of Thrones Season 6. This one is for Episode 6, which is called Blood of My Blood. Alright, man, so spoiler warning, if you guys haven't seen this episode yet, you're definitely going to want to watch it before you watch this review. So this was a fast episode. Usually Game of Thrones, this one went by quick. When it ended, I'm like, that's it? It's over? Holy shit. I was like expecting something else to happen or something. I don't know. But the speech was good at the end. Speech. And, giant dragon, Drogon, and who looks like it looks like to me he's maybe he's not full grown, but he's like a young adult dragon now, it seems like to me. He's definitely not, a youngin anymore. He's definitely a good size, that's for sure. And maybe most of the way grown to the point where in a season or two he'll probably be full grown, fully mature as a dragon. So it was pretty cool. So it was a good speech at the end, and the CG was really good, on point. It looked great. So that was pretty cool. I was looking forward to this episode quite a bit after seeing the trailer for Season 6 back from, when the season first started. We got the trailer and we saw kind of the face-off between the High Sparrow and the Faith Militant, and we have Jaimie, of course, with the Tyrell army. So this was one of my most anticipated moments for the season, and major spoiler warning here if you haven't seen the episode. I was like, when he rides up on the steps especially, my heart was just pounding. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. This will be so good. What's going to happen? You've got Mace there, and he's giving his own speech, and he's like, this madness has come to an end, ready to kick some ass. I thought that was pretty awesome. Especially the line about them having his children and stuff. So, oh man, right up until that point was so amazing, and as I said in the predictions video, I did think I thought shit was going to go down, but I thought there might be a twist. So it looks like the twist is that Tommen has made peace with the Faith. Tommen has found a way to make peace with the High Sparrow, and as a result, as Lady Olenna said, that he's beating us. He's beaten us. So that was pretty crazy, man. But we don't get to see the Walk of Atonement. Oh, boo. So to be honest, it was good because it was like it was a win-win situation for everybody, I suppose. But as a viewer, it wasn't the most fun to watch. We didn't get to see any, Natalie Dormer, and we didn't get to see any action. So, it's like, oh man, I just want, it's like, okay, everything's fine, everything's good. I'm happy for everybody, but why couldn't we see it, man? I just wanted to see all kinds of craziness, all hell break loose, and I was a bit disappointed, to tell you the truth. I was a little bit disappointed. And two reasons I just mentioned. But especially didn't get to see, Jaimie, because we never really seen that. Aside from Jaimie against Eddard, we never really seen him lead an army and just come in and, just go all-out battle. And I thought that'd be pretty cool to see. Be something like maybe what Tywin did at Blackwater, that you see him ride in and you got, like, everybody on horseback. It's pretty awesome to see some of those scenes. I live for those scenes. I love to see those. So that was a little bit of a letdown for me. But that said, I guess it was good and everything. And this is Game of Thrones. It's about as easy to predict what's going to happen as, I don't know. It's insanely hard to predict what's going to happen next. And the twist was in this one, because it's like too obvious. Like I said in the predictions video, it'd be too obvious if Jaimie just rode in and slaughtered everybody. I still thought in some way that was going to happen. But I did not see Tommen joining sides with the High Sparrow and this happening here. So it is what it is. Not the funnest thing to watch as a viewer, and I was a bit disappointed. But oh well, it's good for everybody. And this is kind of a little bit more of like a happier episode, at least in some ways. I liked Sam returning home to see his mom and that, except his dad is as much of an asshole as we've heard about. He's like the ultimate asshole dad who's just like, you're a failure, I hate you. It's like, you suck. No matter what you do, it's not good enough. You suck. Type of deal. And then Sam, as he leaves, he steals Heartsbane. So it's pretty funny. So I thought that was cool to kind of see him. And there was also a line that was dropped about Lord Umber teaching all his daughters to hunt. So is that maybe possibly some foreshadowing that maybe with Ramsay, maybe one of Umber's daughters could kill him or something? I don't know. Assassinate him? I don't know. We'll see. But I thought that was a cool line drop that has to be intentional. It has to mean something. And so we're probably going to see, because we just have started to get to know the Umbers really and just got to see them. So to me, I think that's an important line. I think that's going to be used. There's going to be something with that, hopefully against Ramsay. So that'd be cool. Imagine if one of Umber's daughters actually, if he trusted one enough to try to have her kill Ramsay, and she was able to do it. So that'd be interesting to see, and maybe that's what that is. Maybe that's setting that up, or maybe it's nothing. I don't know. We'll see. So we had that, and those scenes were good. We got to see Walder Frey again, which was weird, and he's not having a good time. The Blackfish turns out to be very, very tough to deal with, and hasn't been able to crack that, to crack him yet, and get him. So they're losing the Riverlands, and you have Jaimie, who now is going to fulfill his parts in the book. It seems like that we've seen in that, and that he, because of the kind of peace that's made with Tommen, he's been denounced from the Kingsguard and let go, and now he's going to be ordered to go after the Blackfish, which I'm thinking by the time he finally gets there and that all starts and everything, that whole situation is probably going to change eventually anyway, because of course maybe that's set up for like next season or the season after, something like that. I'm thinking that'll get pushed into season 7, because of course with this season we have Jon and the others, we have the Blackfish, and we have Ramsay, and all that stuff happening there with the wildlings and Jon and everybody. So that to me seems like that's probably still going to be kind of the season finale, battle. But it seems like this one's kind of the beginning and set up for the next season, for a pretty big one with the siege and everything, which should be really good. And maybe if the Blackfish is able to hold out long enough, the others will be able to come and rescue him, and maybe we can see Jon against Jaimie or something. That'll be really, really good. So that's a ways in the future. That'll be probably next year. So really no reason to focus on that too much now. Predictions video will be up in an hour, by the way, for episode 7. I haven't seen the promo yet. Once I see it and everything, I'll do that video for you guys right after this one. So aside from that, in the episode, we had all of that. We had Benjen coming back finally. So I did a video on this one, I think it was like 2 weeks ago or so. I thought he was dead at this point. It's like, if you're out there, and he kind of is, not entirely. I mean, he's sort of undead. He's like halfway, I guess you could say. He's magically halfway dead. He's kind of like halfway undead, cold hands type deal. I don't know. It was cool, though, when he saves Bran, because I was thinking, how Bran and Mir are going to get out of this? And then he comes in, and he looks like a freaking Grim Reaper, and he's got like the fire and stuff, and the chain, and he's got like the sickle or whatever it is, and he's coming around, and he's just, just like the Grim Reaper. It was cool, though, and it was a good reveal, and it's been a ways coming. So I thought that was a pretty important and a good part of the episode to see him come back. Some people predicted that he might be the one that would come back. Other people thought it would be the Hound, who we may still see if we get Clegane Bowl maybe next season, or maybe at the end of this season. We'll have to see how much they decide to pack into the finale for this season, because we do still have episodes. Actually, this was 6, so 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we still have 4 left. So it depends the pacing and how long they are and how much they want to cover. But that'll all be cool to see. And if we get to see Cersei's trial by combat, she chooses the mountain, and maybe the High Sparrow is able to get, Gravedigger is able to get, Sandor, the Hound. So that'll be cool. If we get to see that at the end of the season, that'll be one of the biggest battles in all of Game of Thrones for sure, if the fan theory is correct. It may be maybe we won't see any of that in the TV series version. There's no way to know right now. So aside from that with the episode, I think that's mostly what I wanted to say. It was a good episode. The ending speech was great. I was just let down because we didn't get to actually see the battle between Jaimie and the High Sparrow, but I kind of expected us to, in a way. I just expected something to happen, but I didn't expect this big of a twist. But again, this is Game of Thrones. Anything you expect to happen, probably flip it around. It'll probably be the opposite, because that's the way the show goes. But anyway, I got my dragon shirt on, so that's cool. Fire and Blood Targaryen, so that's cool. So in terms of score, 7.8 out of 10. Definitely not one of the best episodes this season we've had so far. But, there's some great stuff coming, so it is what it is. And let me know what you guys thought if you were also disappointed like me that you didn't get to see those two things. So I'll mention it below. And that's it for this video. I'll see you guys again in the predictions video in about an hour. As always, this is Trev saying peace, guys. Don't forget to thumb it up, share, and favorite. Later, guys. See ya.